Afternoon everyone, or good evening, whenever you're actually watching our video. Happy Friday, happy weekend. Finally we seem to have had a few days of nice weather, which is really relieving, and able to use the lovely grounds we have here for the children to enjoy break and lunch a little bit more, and a bit more space and fresh air. Let's hope that stays. Let's hope this is the beginning of a summer that lasts throughout the summer for a change. Quick update from me, more importantly, first and foremost, good luck to every one of our pupils as they've started their exams now. Really tough time for them individually, tough for you as families, stressful, anxious. You might see a real change in their sleeping patterns and in how they're acting, and just be empathetic towards them. It's a real massive stage in their life that has an impact on their future. It's not a be all and end all. It's not everything that will define them as people, and we're trying to share that message. But actually, the better they do, the more doors it keeps open for them for their future options. And I'm in the middle of it myself. So my oldest son Tom is in year 11, like your children, and he's in the middle of this exam season. So I'm not exactly his favourite person at the moment, but he's working hard, but also still going to the gym, still going rugby training, still having a bit of a social life, trying to manage that as best he can. And we'll keep the children with us for as long as we possibly can. We think it's in their interests to keep them in lessons where we can, to offer that curriculum, to offer that place for them. Obviously exams have started, so staff will be sensible and give them time to revise when they've got exams that day or first thing the next morning. But please encourage them to be as much as they can, because it's in their interest really. It's the best chance for lots of them to have a quiet space in the classroom or time with the teachers to give them their expertise. So good luck, just be the best you can be, do the best you can, and that you'll get the results that you deserve, and then we see where you go next. And I think that's really important for all of them. Massively exciting day last week at the end of the week with our Cultural Appreciation Day. Some fantastic food, some fantastic outfits, some interesting dancing by the staff, but some brilliant dancing by the pupils, so that was really enjoyable. And hopefully the pupils had a chance to get a flavour of different cultures and parts of the world. Our community is so diverse now. It was brilliant to see so many different languages being spoken, cultural dresses, different flags and foods, and the children were brilliant. They really engaging. I thought it was testament to what our community is about. So thank you, and thank you to those parents who cooked food, who brought food in, who served things, who shared in that day with us. It was wonderful. So thank you very much. You will have seen, hopefully, the phone policy draft has gone out. Thank you for those who have fed back on that. The vast majority is very positive, and again, it's really difficult. We are getting in line with pretty much every other school in the Vale. We've been trying to educate you on how, when is appropriate to use their phones, but a lot of them still struggle with that. And I think actually school is for learning, and it does help to avoid some of the issues of well-being, some of the issues of things that spill out into school that have happened outside. By removing phones from that, it can allow them to have a day of actually away from it. And we're all bad enough, we're all prone to using our screens and phones. I'm sure you are if you're anything like me, and we spend too much time on them. And actually they need to be able to just be in school, learning, socialising and mixing with their friends. I know it creates some anxiety for some, but hopefully we'll be able to help them overcome that. And it's just preparing them for actually appropriate use, and I think that's really important. So I'm really grateful for the feedback we've had. And we really need your support on that. And if your child can't be trusted to follow those, then as a parent, maybe they shouldn't be having their phone in school time. You should be taking that from them if that's what's needed, or whatever you decide is appropriate. But your support is massively important for this to be effective, for their mental health, for their academic progress, and just for their general well-being. And it really is key. So please be on board with that as best you can. And finally, some amazing news that you have seen, hopefully, about the new build. Finally, after, I've been here nearly 7 years now, and this was being talked about 5 years prior to me arriving, we've got some concrete progress. We've got the plans, it's been through the planning permission. I even had, I'm not going to name the company because I'm not supposed to, but a company were outside surveying the site on Wednesday, and I showed them around the outsides of the site, and they were generally looking at the bid for the project, for the building tender, which is going out now, imminently, I think the end of next week. So there'll be lots of interest. It's creating a huge amount of work, but really positive work, really exciting times. Yes, it's going to be 2 years or so before the whole thing's completed, but we'll start to see progress within the next 9 to 12 months, really, where there'll be work going on site. It will create disruption, but it'll be worth it in the long run, because finally we'll get the building the children deserve and the facilities to go with that. So hopefully you have a good weekend, better than mine last weekend, where I spent most of it in hospital with my daughter who had appendicitis. She's only 8, lover, so unfortunately I had to have a bit of time there, and luckily she's on the mend, and hopefully this nice weather will get her back into school and socialise in with her friends and get back to her clubs. But we all have our ups and downs and challenges, but let's hope this is the start of the summer and positive news with the building. Exam season's upon us. Wish them all the very best, and I'll be in touch soon. Thank you. So, to add a bit of fun to our weekly newsletters, we're going to have a weekly competition, and let's see if you can win a prize for your child. So, the greatest band ever, Oasis. In case you don't know who they are, then you're too young to be watching these YouTube videos, and sadly some of us are old enough to remember. My favourite band ever, Oasis. So in every weekly newsletter there will be a phrase used that refers to an Oasis song, the title of an Oasis song. If you're the first to comment on what that song is, then your child will be rewarded with a little prize. Okay, so little by little we'll get these prizes out to children. There's your first one. Thanks very much.